Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we explore the dangerous skies of wherever we are, the Sunless Reach or whatever it's called. We need to go to the to the Clockwork Sun. We also need to go east of London, the floating parliament, and deliver some bronze wood. That would be good. I have 2 over there, so we do need to go there, but we also need to go here. Now, the thing is, if I go to the floating parliament, I will be able to buy crockery, which I don't have at the moment. Let me just make sure that is the correct thing. Sells creative nostalgic crockery. That is indeed correct, so we need to go down there. It's not that complicated. It's perfectly fine. And now, however, there is something that needs to be done before we leave, which is stock up on supplies, so we don't die. Okay, so fuel. I'll go up on that a little bit, and off we go. I'm turned around because ow. Seriously? That's the tiniest of scratches. Oh my god. I need to get some of that protective. What is it called? That people put in cars, around cars. This is sort of. It's like a coat. It's not a coat. It's like a thing. It's a thing that they put around the car. You know, if you have a new car, an expensive car anyway, you know what that is. I don't have an expensive car, or a new car for that matter. And I definitely don't have protection again on my car. So if I were to do that, well, it's all plastic anyway, the bumpers, so it would get a little bit scruffed up. Nothing that a little bit of a blow torching can't fix. It's always good. Plastic bumpers, you just, blow them a little bit, and unless they were painted, they will just, go back up to their former glory. Or lack thereof, because it's cheap cars. But our engine is not cheap, and well, actually, it's not that expensive. I want to buy a new one, mind you, but it's very expensive, and we are actually well on our way. No, we're not. I misread that. I thought we had 3,700. We have 2,700. We spent a lot of money. But we're going to make money today because we're going south. And we're actually on cruise control. Thank you. Cruise control? Yeah, it's weird. I get out of my W key. I press C after getting out of my W key. But the cruise control doesn't work. You need to... I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't trigger properly or something. I don't know. It's all fine. This place is a vast expanse of nothingness. Apart from, it's just like, it's one of those collectors. It's not collectors. It's fine. Okay, this is 69 experience there. I didn't read it though, but we found something new. Off you go, officer. I hope they weren't fleeing from a horror. A dusty wind blows. It clogs the pipes and ruddies the skin. It does. Hopefully it's not gonna clog the pipes too much, because I don't know how our terror is going to survive with what with us going to the Clockwork Sun and all, because it is a nasty world. And also I'm exploring a little bit more, as you might notice. I'll send the bat out. That's why I brought a little bit more food than I would otherwise. Oh! These buildings, yeah, but I can't do anything. That's really good. Let's send the bat again. We have a new port. So our terror is going to go down, I think. Maybe. You lied to me, Bat. You lied to me. You just lied to me, and you like it. I don't. Don't lie to me. I don't like it. Yeah, there's nothing here. I should have guessed. I mean, if the Bat is reporting things that I've found already, then, yeah. This is an interesting predicament that we're in. Are we not going to be able to go there right away? Do we need to go? No, I think we might be able to cut right through here. Yes, we are. Keep an eye out for the cemeteries, the sky cemeteries, sky burials, whatever they're called, because they allow us to mourn the dead, and that is good for our morale, terror, in fact. I mean, not good for the terror. Is it good? Do you consider, is that correct to say it's good for my terror in the sense that it lowers it? Either way, we're leaving. And we're not actually finding any clockwork sun around here. This is an interesting... Hi. Please don't crash against me. I said please don't crash against me. You're a terrible person. And I bet you like the wrong kind of movies. Or any movies. I forgot that I had this. Oh, man. What terrible... Ow. Yeah, it's all bad. Unfortunately, my suggestion that people get happy that we crash against the wall has not been implemented in the game. And I doubt it ever will. Are you high on terror? Do your crew suffer from nightmares? Are they afraid of everything that I don't actually understand what you're trying to do there, mister, but I appreciate the fact that you didn't. Woohoo! The Marauders! An Albion Marauder, mangled, and I can break into the captain's cabin. I can get... No, let's fail. Let's fail. Don't I gain things? I do indeed gain Sky Stories. I have Sky Stories for days, but I do also gain Terror, which is not too much of a problem. Yeah, it's a little bit of a... I need to learn that it's all jaggedy, the racing line of our drifts, because of the way of how powerful the side attacks are. Okay, side attacks? Sure. This is a weird place. I'm sure I'll have enough to go back to the Clockwork Sun. Ooh, we got a thing. McMaster's pen. Okay. This is good enough. We have... is that... What is that? After stumbling into paint pots you did not know you carried. Huh. The dog dotted the length of the ship with pink paw prints. Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. Also, it means I can see pink, which is also good. And we have found a Rochester Club. And our terror is decreased, but not by much. A new port. Yeah, the crew is happy about that. Ooh, okay. Airy House is the name of this place. The Airy. Oh, right. Okay, so yeah. Pretty mansions of stone and glass rise above the verdant gardens, while below machines whir and groan. A persistent sound of hammering pounds the air. Mr. Menagerie is here? Really? A tattered poster by the station advertises the service of a, quote, Mr. Menagerie, purveyor of fine scouts, unquote. An accompanying picture displays a tall, cloaked figure, slightly stooped, clutching an array of adorable little beasts close to his long chest. You can buy scouts. I can visit it. Yes, this is great. And I can pay. Oh, look at all the things that I can pay. What can I not pay? A searing enigma. I had one of those. An intrepid cavie, a large guinea pig, wearing a plumed, I think it's plumed? Plumbed. It should be plumbed, because it only has one M, but it comes from plume, so I don't know. Huh, English, complicated language. A plumed helmet, I'm gonna go with that, is dozing in a hutch. It is sleeping next to an intricate mechanical bat. Okay, do I get both? It requires mirrors of 50 or more to use, so I might not have that, and that probably is the problem. That's a... yeah. So we're gonna go and listen to a story of things past, purchase an Ratronaut, yes please, requires mirrors of 75 or more to use, or purchase a Star-Smitten Bat that requires mirrors of 25, which I for sure have. The mirrors of 50 I might have, but it doesn't matter. So let's see. Mr. Menagerie is keen to tell you a tale from its collection, but it requires payment first. Charity is a crime, the punishment severe, and it costs 1 money, so that is perfectly all right for me to pay. Mr. Menagerie gestures to the Ormswold, out beyond the cozy confines of the Royal Society. Old ground, hunting ground, when wings spread free and soared, and we were indigo in tooth and claw. Are those teeth you can see below the hood? When the skies were young, when we were young, our bargains were savage, our hunts were sacred. We lifted all wings, our appetites naked, all gone now. Things change, time takes all. And that's just that. I like it, though. The cloaked figure looks up as you approach. Its garnet-hued eyes gleam from the darkness in its hood. Scouts! It rasps, hopefully, its voice like a cleaver on a whetstone. We trade, scouts, for things and stories. It leans closer to you. We're leaving soon. Yes, you are. Let's purchase the star-smitten bat. It nestles in the crook of Mr. Menageries' neck, burbling happily. Its eyes gleam with pale fire, like one who has looked too long at a star. Mr. Menagerie runs its gloved hand along its shoulder, attempting to encourage the bat to climb on. Eventually, Mr. Menagerie is forced to perform an undignified shimmy to roll the bat onto its hand. As the bat is passed to you, it looks into your face and squeaks. Its pupils shine like two tourmaline. Like cut tourmaline. I don't know, but they do. But bats are very shiny. They have very shiny eyes. You are forced to break your gaze after a moment or two. Its eyes are uncomfortably bright. Mr. Menagerie begins to gather up its things in preparation for the next leg of its journey. And we have a star-smitten bat, and we lost 2 savage secrets, which is totally fine because I have 2 more, even though I kind of want more, but it is all right. And where is our bat? How do I do that? It's a officer's thing, isn't it? Well. No, it is not. We have the Diffident bat. I don't know what Diffident means. And we have that bat over there. Ooh. It's a tear thing. Its eyes smolder with the light of vanquished stars. It likes you just fine, but I'd prefer to be outside. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay, so let's look at our shops over here, because, oh no, that's the bazaar. We got all the things. Also, we have this, which is nice. So we know where to buy munitions, which is good, but we don't have any immediate, we don't have any immediate need for munitions. We do have immediate need for those 2, though, so I will go ahead and just get them some more. Yeah, just spend all that money. And such is life. Okay, I could sell the bat, though. No, I cannot sell the bat. That's not how it works. I could leave it at the bank. It's gonna guard our place. So the area over here. Oh, we can repair our place over here. The workshops under the area are known collectively as Portsmouth, or actually, yeah, that would be Portsmouth House. The glass and brick factories are staffed by harassed inventors and engineers working constantly to produce the next advancement in adventuring equipment. And I can go to the workshops. Here, the Society constructs specialist equipment to further the Society's explorations, London's armaments, and the occasional Sky Captain's adventures. Yeah, indeed. So it is not for repairing things. I can talk to the engineers. Perhaps they'll be willing to furnish your locomotive with advanced equipment. The senior engineer marches across the smoggy workshop floor to meet you. Well, she barks. Sorry, I mean, hello. We're frightfully busy. We've been examining the effects of vitrification on Murgatroyd's tea. We've just had a breakthrough. There is a gentle explosion behind her. A gentle explosion, followed by the tickle of shattering glass. Sorry, mustache. Do visit the arsenal if you are looking for something special. I am, actually. Thank you. I can visit the inscribed tinkerer, the most famous or notorious engineer associated with the Royal Society. The inscribed tinkerer likes her workbench tidy and her tea, quote, as strong as the devil's opinions. She believes in iteration of technology, of society, of people, and her inventions are intended to mitigate specific dangers and obstacles of the high wilderness. Her tea-stained notebook, single one, bulges with blueprints, and her skin is covered in inky treatments of the correspondence. She raises an eyebrow as you enter her office. Thank God! I was in need of a break! And the inscribed tinkerer can provide truly exceptional equipment from her shop if she likes you. And I will need inscription. Wait, that's a mission. The Tinkerer's request. If she says, I think, if it's work you're after, Captain, I can be of assistance in that department. The inscribed Tinkerer produces a slim notebook. The correspondence, Captain. The incandescent language. The Pentecostal tongues of the stars. That's in reference of the Pentecosts, which is a part of the Bible, and I believe of the... I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the Jewish scripture, but I'm pretty sure it's there as well, with the same name. She invites you to examine the broken sigils that score her skin, mirrored in her notebook. I've heard of a unique sigil, she says. I've not come across before. It's been cited by students in Trader's Wood, by an old friend in the mausoleum, and by my least favorite person in Penn. As a captain, you could get to those places and confirm the sighting. I'd give you access to a few of my unique designs, should you wish to help. I do wish to help. That sounds like a lovely time, and in fact, I do have a bunch of missions in Trader's Wood and in Perdurance as well. Wait a minute, we never found Perdurance. So, yeah. The sigil might be found in Pan, Trader's Wood, and Mosserian Mausoleum. Wait. Do I need to do that? Find an example of... Oh, I need to go to all of these. We're going to the mausoleum soon, so it's fine. The Portsmouth Arsenal. Smoke and soot, glass and steel. The ring of hammers on metal, the swearing of engineers, the acrid scent of sweat. Here, in the bowels of Portsmouth House, or Portsmouth, whatever. The scientists of the Royal Society work to produce experimental designs for daring captains. A team of engineers led by the energetic mechanic are excited to get to work on whatever you'll pay them for. So I got, can convert goods to experimental modifications, so I get these things. Contribute an uncanny specimen. This is interesting. Contribute an otherworldly artifact. And I can also give condemned experiments. Or things that I can buy over here. The carefully packed crates of munitions. There's a bunch of things that I can give. Even tea caddies. Okay. Let's see. Don't I have a lot of these? I don't. Do I have a lot of these? I do. Visions of Heavens. Your intimate acquaintance with the vistas of the high wilderness will be invaluable. Then you now have 1 experimental modifications. The energetic mechanic lets out an exclamation. I wish I'd been there to see that. They turn away. Come on, lads, let's get to work. And I got one of those things. What is that, though? I mean... miscellaneous. Acquired by the Royal Society. Peruse the designs. Oh, right. Here you can purchase unique locomotive equipment. What have the finest minds in Albion come up with? Well, if I have to pay, that's a bit of a problem. But I guess at least I can see. Did I have this option before? I don't think I did. Pieces the engineers have reluctantly accepted are finished and stored in this long gallery. Or as finished. They have reluctantly accepted them as finished. They are stored in this long gallery of steel and glass. Equipment gleams behind glass cases like exhibits in a technical-minded museum. Take your time, the energetic mechanic says, leaning against the wall. Just let me know if I can be of any assistance. Absolutely. So we have all of the options that we can over here. And you need 9 experimental modifications to buy some of these. 9 and 10 and 5... 9. It all seems... Oh, 19. There's a 19 in here. There is indeed. It all seems relatively achievable, including the 19 and the 12 over here. So let's find out what these are. We can acquire the Montresor Chamber, a secure chamber for your own private use. Occupies the bridge slot. Requires you to have at least 50 veils. And increases your hold by 4 and your quarters by 4. That is interesting. It's also expensive. It requires 50 veils. The problem with this is that I don't know how many veils I have from here. And the only way to do that is to return to the arsenal. And for a very quick glance. So our veils, we have mirrors, we have veils. So I can't do that. So can I open... Oh, because also there's the bridge slot. So how do I know which slot is the slot? I would say it's that one. Sensible plumbing. Well, that is a nice... that's a nice thing to have. That's a nice thing to have, so I can't buy it. We have the Rossetti cabins. They occupy the plating slot. Requires hearts of 25. I have that. And increases armor by 4 and your quarters by 2, which is interesting. It's also probably cheap. It is 8, so it's not too cheap. And it's also for these things over here. So it's a bit of a sacrifice on the armor side of things. Yeah, I don't really need that. Acquire amniotic crew containment. I don't know what that means, but I think that, yeah. Expendable hardened rubbery sacks for your crew to sleep in. Also doubles as hull protection. Oh, that's interesting. 19, that's the more expensive one. It requires 75 veils, which I don't have. It is pretty good. It occupies your plating slot, so it is really nice, actually. Acquires the Mighty Pen defensive library system, which is the auxiliary slot, which would be for this, I believe. Let's see, a pneumatic library staffed by its own rat librarian, armed with many tactical tomes. So it requires your hearts to be at least 25 and increases your armor by 5 and your hold by 4. So it is interesting. But is it really that necessary? I kind of wanted something that would be super good for hold. It's a minor downgrade on the +5 hold that I have right now. Let's see, the mechanical Turk. I thought it was a trunk, but if it were, it's a Turk. I don't know what it is. Could be a bath or something? This mechanical chess player is in fact a hoax. It contains a hidden space for a skilled player to sit comfortably within and operate it from within. That might have its own uses, though. The Turk occupies the auxiliary slot, requires your veils to be 25, and increases your hold by 1, and your hidden compartments by 1. I didn't know I had hidden compartments. But that is... The Turk, I don't know what it is. I thought it was like a Turk bath, because that's a thing, I think. We also have the Proserpina Superior Mining and Smelting Array, which is an array that occupies the thing, and this is what I want, because it gives me... This is absolutely what I want. It requires my veils to be 25. I should be totally fine for that. So the problem here is the scroll. So 25 veils, let's look at them. That's that. So I have that, unless, of course, that doesn't apply, which I think it does. It should. And that's going to go over there. So it's a downgrade on the hold thing, but it is pretty good. So the Proserpina, or something, that requires 10. I have 1. Okay. I can do that, I think. A return to Arsenal. Because I can give... this will increase your experiment. The Uncanny Specimens. I can give 3 away. Sure. I have now 4. I can... Let's see. These are 5. Another worldly artifact... Oh, I didn't read what happened with the Uncanny Specimens. The energetic mechanic smiles happily. A set! What fun! They gather up your specimens and whisk them away. Albert, they call. It's time! Your specimens are disappeared through a reinforced set of doors. They are disappeared. To use that verb as a transitive verb is an interesting way of doing that. A rattle comes from the otherworldly artifact. A sudden crack, an uncomfortable tinkling. I'll just put this down here, shall I? Yes, don't mess with that too much. And let's just spend our Visions of Heavens. And that's the Visions of Heavens that we had before. So we're up to 8. So we're just going to spend a little bit of this. I had no idea that we would find... This is just a place full of things, I guess. Because there's the other place where we can get the extra other things. And we also have the amniotic crew... We have the Carmilla, a forward-mounted cannery that affords the bridge crew an excellent view as your prey is filleted. Carmilla... Oh, it's just the other thing. All right, a cannery. So that's what it... Oh, my God. That is literally what it is for. To put meat into cans. So it's a cannery that unusually mounted in the bridge slot. It requires your mirrors to be at least 25 and increases your armor by 5. And it also requires... No, it requires 9. Let's go with the Proserpina over here. I wish I could be out there with you, but I don't get time off the energetic mechanics size. I could ask, I suppose, but there's just so much to be done, and I never like leaving a thing unfinished. And we have the smelting array, which is great, but more importantly, I might pursue that. So what is this is for, yeah, this adds quarters, so I definitely want that, because unless, 6 quarters is really nice. But I can put that over here. And we're already bursting at the seams. So I don't want to do that, but maybe later. These are free, which is interesting as well. Can I just peruse? Yes, I can peruse. Oh, we can close that from here. You just can't open it. Nah, you jerk. So this increases armor, but it doesn't increase. Yeah, that's nasty. It doesn't increase the. Oh, that's not the button. It doesn't increase the crew, which I definitely wanted. So there it is. Good stuff. And this is the Portsmouth Arsenal. So that's from the Portsmouth House. Absolutely. And we have the Rochester Club, which I thought was going to be the main one. And let's see. Yeah, we don't have requisitions. We don't have anything here. We can't. That's not where we buy things, is it? It is. It is. Okay. Well, let's go to the Rochester Club next episode, though. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.